सर
Yes. So tell me the definition. And what are these 3 points? The first point of HDI is life expectancy. Second is education. And third is per capita income. What is life expectancy?
Life expectancy a person एक आदमी then sir education is literacy rate you can say and per capita income जैसे हमारा like GDP है ना.
Okay. So basically, अच्छा attempt किया आपने. Life expectancy means the median age of a people in a country. For example, I'll give you data, and with the help of this data, we can understand what is the life expectancy of India. So similarly, we want to see the development, and if the life expectancy of a country is good, it means the mean age of that country is good. Average age of living the people is good enough. Similarly, when we talk about the education level, we want to see how many students are there in the school and colleges. So what is their average age of schooling and education, right? And the third point is per capita income. What is the per capita income of that country? So let's move ahead and see the points. So as we already discussed, that origin of HDI, it was devised or launched by Pakistani economist Mehboob ul Haq, right? So, okay, and after this, Amartya Sen, who is India's economist and a Nobel laureate, you all know, also worked with him, with Mr. Mehboob ul Haq, and worked good on this topic, Human Development Index. And it is published by a body of United Nations, and it is called UNDP. UNDP full form is United Nations Development Program. So the reports on HDI is published by UNDP, right? And this publishes the different reports of different countries, like what are the countries who are progressing, and also their HDI is also increasing, right? So let's move to the next point. So factors considered for HDI. So as I already discussed, 3 factors are to be discussed. First one is life expectancy, second one is education, and third one is income levels. And on these all 3 parameters, the scores are given or allocated, and scores are given between 0 to 1, right? 1 indicate the highest level and 0 is very low level. Okay. So let's discuss all these 3 points. First point is health. The indicator choose to assess the health is life expectancy at birth. Okay. To check the life expectancy of any country, health facility should be good. And we have already covered in the previous classes that India has done good job as far as the health are concerned, but still we are very far behind as compared to developed nations. Okay. Now the second point is education. So education means the adult literacy rates and gross enrollment ratio. What is gross enrollment ratio? It means how many students are enrolled in schools and colleges, and what are the average age of their schooling. How many years are there who spent in their schooling and college life. ठीक है. And the third parameter is GDP and purchasing power of the country. So this is the third parameter. So let's discuss how to calculate HDI. So here is an example of life expectancy. So on the scale of 0 to 1, India is ranked 0.67 in the terms of life expectancy. It means around, an Indian is living around 67.9 years, around 68 years you can say. Education index, it is 0.49. So we are ranking from 0 to 1. So India is around 0.49, which is far below. And when we talk about the income index, it is 0.59. So when we multiply all these parameters, then only we can understand the how can we calculate these things. So just multiply all these things. For example, multiply 0.679 into 0.495 फिर हमें मल्टीप्लाई करना है. वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई विद 0.599, right? So and whole divided by 3. So we will get the HDI of any country. So after dividing, we have arrived 0.589. You can see. Okay. So this is the HDI of India. Now let's compare India's HDI with other country. International comparisons. So here is the comparison. So the first point is, often smaller countries have done better than large ones in the HDI. So I have a question. Have you heard the country name Bhutan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Our neighboring country. So can you guess HDI of Bhutan is better from India or bad? Worse? Any idea?
Sir, better, sir.
बिल्कुल सही बात है. So how can you see? Because basically we are saying that Bhutan is poor country, but when we talk about the HDI, they are performing better than us. And one more question, what about Sri Lanka? Are they better in HDI or worse as compared to India?
Worst.
No.
Sir, better, sir.
Also doing
Better,
better,
sir.
as I'm going to highlight here. See here. Sri Lanka, Trinidad and Tobago. This is basically the African country. So these countries have done better than us.
श्रीलंका तो डेप्ट पे चल रही है ना.
श्रीलंका डेप्ट पे चल रही है, but they are doing better than HDI. So HDI में हम बेसिकली 3 पैरामीटर्स लेते हैं कि हमारे यहाँ का हेल्थ कैसा है किसी कंट्री का, दूसरा वहां की परचेजिंग पावर पैरिटी, यानी पीपल वहां पे जो है वहां पे उनकी स्पेंड करने की कैपेसिटी कितनी है पर कैपिटा एक्सपेंडिचर, और तीसरा पॉइंट क्या था, ग्रॉस इनरोलमेंट रेशियो, which tells the education level of the country. So on these parameters, Sri Lanka is better than us. And देखो यहाँ पे हम लास्ट पॉइंट में इंडिया की बात करते हैं, और इंडिया में भी हमने कुछ स्टेट कंपैरिजंस लिए हैं. So see here. So similarly with India, Kerala performs much better than other states. So do you know that Kerala is best state of our country in all the parameters? Do you have this idea? Anyone?
सर वहाँ की मोर्टेलिटी रेट कंपेयर्ड टू अदर स्टेट ज्यादा है सर.
उत्तराखंड अच्छा है.
Exactly right. So they have best literacy rate in India when we talk about Kerala. Okay, any idea about sex ratio in Kerala? Because Kerala is the only state where the sex ratio is favorable. Sex ratio means female to male ratio. And apart from Kerala and some one or more other states, in almost all its states, females are less than males, which is obviously unfortunate. So Kerala is the only state where sex ratio is favorable, right? So let's move to the next slide. So I have a bit old data and I have to correct this data in the next class. ये जो data है मेरे पास ये 2014 का है. So I have to mention the data of 2020 in the next class. Please remind me. या फिर आप लोग भी Google कर सकते हो. You can take it as homework. So हमें 2020 का data we'll discuss in the next class. ठीक है. So as of now we are discussing the data of 2014 and try to understand with this data. ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत इसमें रिवाइज हुआ, ज्यादा चेंज नहीं हुआ है. So as per 2014 data, India ranked 135. और मैंने अभी गूगल रास्ते में आते समय किया था. So as per 2020 data, India ranked 131. So you can see थोड़ा सा यहाँ चेंज दिखेगा. 135 से इंडिया ने रैंक अपनी इंप्रूव करी है and we are at 131 प्लेस. ठीक है. इसी तरीके से HDI का जो टोटल कंपोजिट स्कोर है वो 0.58 है. तो उसमें अभी इंडिया का जो रिसेंट डेटा है उसमें 0.65 है. तो थोड़ा सा काम आपको घर होमवर्क में करना है. Just Google the 2020 data. You can Google or YouTube also. On YouTube, the channels like Drishti IAS or Rakesh Yadav Publication. So these are some of the reputed channels and you can find good data over here. ठीक है. अच्छा चलो अब देखते हैं इसमें कैसा रैंक मिला इंडिया को. सो इंडिया की जब हम बात करें, बेसिकली हम 3 पैरामीटर की बात करते हैं और 3 पैरामीटर में और भी सारी बातें आती हैं. So the first point is life expectancy. So here you can see 6.19. So इसमें थोड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ है और I guess ये 67 या 8 है. So we will see in the next class life expectancy. और उसमें भी मेल एंड फीमेल की अलग अलग बाइफर्केशंस. मेल्स का है 0.28 and females का 0.73. Sorry, 6.73. It means females are living higher than males. And when we talk about the education index, India score is 473. Right? And our GDP is around $5,350 per capita, and the ranking is What is the ranking here? You can see the ranking is 127, which is far below. So सिर्फ ये कहने वाली बात है कि इंडिया इज टॉप 5 इकोनॉमी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, बट क्यों जब हम पूरे कंट्री की बात करते हैं, whenever we discuss the poverty, the unemployment rates, then only we can understand that India is one of the worst performing country in the terms of human development, in the terms of poverty, in the terms of unemployment. So we have to go along as far as the development is concerned. Now let's discuss some more point about it. The very first state who has conducted HDI report was Madhya Pradesh in India. So here are the highlights points. The world's first state HDR was published in Madhya Pradesh in 1995. So far 21 states have participated in HDR report as far as the India is concerned. Now let's discuss some states. Why Kerala is better performing state as compared to other? Because Kerala has good literacy rate, good education level, and now in this particular slide we are talking the one parameter, that is life expectancy. It means in that state how many years a person can live. Okay, so in Kerala there are 74 years. So on an average 74 years is the mean age of that state people's age. Okay, when we talk about the Punjab, it is around 70 years, Maharashtra 67 years. So these are the better performance when we talk about the life expectancy. And the worst performers are Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, where the average age of life expectancy is only 58 years. It means only 58 years is the average age of that state in these states. Is this clear to all of you? Any doubt in these data or any confusion? Okay, if you don't have any doubt, tell me one thing. Why the states like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh have less life expectancy as compared to Kerala? Any reason?
Sir, healthcare.
Yeah, please बताइए. Food, okay.
Sir, healthcare facilities.
Healthcare facilities is one of the reasons, where in these states like Jharkhand or Madhya Pradesh, health facilities are very poor. Good answer. What else? Lack of nutrition in the food, because they are having only basic foods like grains, right? But they are not having proteins and good vitamins, product, vegetables, fruits. So these are the necessary parts of human nutrition, and they are all less privileged with these things in these states. So good attempt. And when we compare with the Kerala or Punjab, they are having more resources, more food, and they are also having good GDP, because Kerala is very good state as far as the GDP is concerned, and their purchasing power parity is also high. And in Punjab also, they are doing very good in agriculture sector. So they are also sufficient enough as far as the economic parameters are concerned. Now let's discuss Kerala more specifically. And one more thing, these data may be old, so we will update in the coming classes. आपको ये लगे कि सर आपने HDA में 0.676 लिया है, यहाँ तो हमने गूगल पे कुछ और देखा, तो इसको थोड़ा हम अपडेट कर लेंगे. थोड़ा ये डेटा ना मेरा 2014 का है और मुझे अभी 2020 का डेटा अपडेट करना है, तो ये काम होमवर्क में आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा आप काम करके आना. So here HDI is 0.76. So HDI is basically the overall composite index. And how do we calculate HDI? We have to multiply with three things: literacy rate. Literacy rate is multiplied with gross enrollment ratio. It means education, and it is multiplied with life expectancy, whole divided by 3. So you will get HDI. So in the next class, I will discuss the formula and all other things. How do we calculate HDI and some other points also, right? Now let's discuss the HDI of Kerala. So HDI is 0.76 and literacy rate is 93.91. It is around 94%. So you can see it is very, very good. And what is the average of India's literacy rate? पूरे इंडिया का कितना है? You can Google also. अभी आप चाहो तो Google करके बताओ मुझे, so that we can compare over here. How Kerala is far above as far as the other states are concerned in our country. Yeah, anyone? Just Google it, the literacy rate of India, and tell me the answer. As for 2011 census, you can also tell. I think it is around 74%. So see the difference.
Sir, it's 69.3%.
Okay, 69.3.
For males, it is 78.8%, and for females, it is 59.3%.
Okay. So this is very, very unfortunate, na? We are having
Sir, by the difference, we can say that it is very unfortunate.
Yeah, right. So we have to do very tough work as far as the literacy rates are concerned, and education level is also very poor. So you can see the difference how Kerala is far above as compared to other states of our country. Now the third point is life expectancy. Life expectancy is 74 years in Kerala, and the Indian median age was around 64 years. And here is the more happiest part, the gender ratio. So it is around 1084. It means in Kerala there are 1084 females as compared to males. So this is the only state where the sex ratio is favorable. And when we talk about the other parts of our country like Rajasthan, Haryana, Bihar, so in these states the sex ratio is around 930 female as compared to 1000 males, which is quite unfavorable. And what was the mindset behind it? Why in these states less female ratio as compared to male ratio? Any points from your side?
Can you please repeat the question?
The question is why the states like Jharkhand, Bihar, Haryana, Rajasthan, there is unfavorable sex ratio as far as the males females ratio is concerned.
Sir, because in Kerala and most of the south states, we can say that their literacy rate is very high. And actually, I conducted a survey because of a project, and the survey said that that Kerala have the highest literacy rate in India, and because of that, we can say that because of that also we can say that the ratio is more higher than the males.
Okay. And what about the orthodox thinking that having male child is better?
That is in the states like Jharkhand and the east.
Yeah. So in the states like Bihar, UP, Haryana, Rajasthan, they are preferring male childs. And you can also heard the term female feticide, means Kanya Bhrun Hatya, girl female feticide. It means they are killed in the mother's womb only, and they are not giving the chance of giving birth. So this is some of the reasons, because in most of the states, people prefer male child as compared to female child, because of the orthodox thinking, like they can earn for the family and they can run the family and khandan ka naam roshan karenge and some other stuffs, right? So these are some of the orthodox thinking they are having in the illiterate and uneducated people of these areas, like in Rajasthan, Haryana, UP, Bihar, right? Anyways, and one more thing about Kerala is one of the least corrupt state of the country. यहाँ corruption बहुत कम है, and cleanest and healthiest state. So these are some of the very good points about Kerala, and every state should learn from Kerala. सभी states को केरला से सीखना चाहिए, and we have to do a long, and we have to do many things to do the things in a more better and proper manner. Okay, that's all from part 1. In the next session, tomorrow's session, we will discuss the remaining part of HDI. If you have any doubt for today's class, you can ask your points. Any doubt in any slide? We have 3 minutes to go. What is HDI? Who has originated the term HDI? HDI was launched and propounded by Mehboob ul Haq in 1990. Sometimes people may confuse that Amartya Sen. No, Amartya Sen was later joined the economist. Basically, Mehboob ul Haq ने इसको propound किया था, और बाद में अमर्त्य सेन ने इस थ्योरी में थोड़ा कंट्रीब्यूट किया था. But the initial propounder was पाकिस्तानी इकोनॉमिस्ट महबूब उल हक. एंड जो भी HDI की रिपोर्ट है वो कौन पब्लिश करता है? UNDP. UNDP क्या है? It is a part of United Nations. The full form is United Nation Development Program. जो पूरे विश्व में जितने भी कंट्रीज हैं which are recognized by UN, United Nations. It is around, I think, 189 countries in all over the world. So out of all these countries, UNDP publishes the reports of these countries. ठीक है, चलो इसके बाद 3 factors होते हैं HDI के. What are these 3 factors? Life expectancy, point 1, education 2, and 3rd, income levels. So on these 3 points or indicators, we give the score. Score is given between 0 to 1. ठीक है, 1 is very high, 0 is very low. तो इसके क्या क्या पूरे bifurcations हैं वो मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में बताऊंगा कि 0.8 से ऊपर होगा तो बहुत बेस्ट माना जाएगा, 0.8 से 7 to 8 के बीच में होगा तो क्या होगा. So I will tell all the bifurcations in the next class. So as far as the measurement of human development is concerned, we will take all these 3 points: health, education and resources like PPP, or we can say per capita income expenditure. And how do we calculate HDI? We have to multiply these 3 parameters and divide by 3. So we will also discuss the formula in the next class. And international comparison हमने करके देखा, and it was very shocking that Sri Lanka is better than us, and Bhutan, which is considered as the poor country of the world, they are also doing better than us. So I will tell more comparison part in the next class. And ये जो हमारी report थी आज की, it was old and it was of 2014. So in the next class, I will mention the points of 2020 recent data. That's all for today. Thank you for joining the class. Have a good day to all of you. Take the attendance CRs.